Can the engines have intimate feelings towards each other?
Oh,
Can
no.
we please keep the lovey-dovey fanfiction crap out of Thomas the Tank Engine, please?
Yes.
Hey, I was just asking.
Yes. Someone has to say it. Thank you. Thank you so much, Unlucky Tug. Thank you. Thank you. I do not like that shit in basically anything I like. Especially Thomas. So yes, thank you. Get it out of there. It doesn't belong. What's up, guys? Joe here. Welcome back to another Unanswerable Thomas Questions by the Unlucky Tug. If you remember when I watched the first one, my brain was just completely shot. I was completely mind blown. That's the word I'm looking for. And now I have about 14 minutes of mind-blowing material. So let's waste no more time and watch it again. Original video is in the description below. Be sure to subscribe and check him out. But I'm sure a lot of you watching this are subscribed to him. If not, do it. Anyway, let's get right into it.
Are Thomas and Tug set in the same universe?
Why do the drivers wear suits? Don't they fear they'll get dirty? Don't they get hot wearing those?
If the engines truly are driven...
I mean, unless that's what they did back in the way, if they wore suits, I don't know. Why? I don't know. I mean, Sir Tom Hat's suit got dirty, but let's just keep going.
driven by the people in their cabs, could the engines sleep while moving? Like, could Thomas just take a nap while in operation?
How does eating...
I mean, if you're going by old logic or new logic, although that's been flawed tremendously in any version of the series, whether the engines are driven by the drivers or driving themselves. I don't know.
How does Etienne have a mustache? So apparently the engines can grow facial hair now. Dang.
Or maybe they're just drawn on with a pencil. I don't know. But I don't know.
Thomas must really be set in the same universe as Tug's.
If Gator's real name is Gerald, why does his nameplate say Gator? Someone's in denial.
Can the trains breathe underwater? Like, what if Percy slid in just a little further? Or what if Thomas got completely submerged? Would they have drowned?
That being asked, do the engines breathe at all? Do they have lungs? Would an engine survive if it were somehow placed in an area that lacked oxygen? Could Thomas survive on the moon? Oh.
Wait, is that real? Come on, who wrote this? Oh my god, I want to know how that... I'm not even going to question it. I don't care.
How old is Lady Hat? There is no way she's a grandmother. I mean, look at her. What is she?
You know, this is one problem I had with the CGI era, too. They de-aged everybody by like 20 years, maybe more. I mean, Lady Hat looks like she's like 30. And in everything else, you know, they seem like they're in their 50s, 60s. But, you know, let's not question it.
Is she a grand milfer?
Never mind that.
Grand
How old is Dowager Hat? She's a great-grandmother and looks to be, what, 60?
40.
Did she have Topham and Loam at a very young age? Like 15?
Who are Stephen and Bridget's parents? Why do they, aka Sir Topham Hatt and Lady Hat's actual children, never appear in big events where the whole family...
I never thought about this, and now I'm really trying to figure out, do their parents just hate them? And just send them to the island and spend time with Grandma and Grandpa, just, you know, to get out of their face? I don't know.
...is involved. Are they all above this mumbo-jumbo train-talking stuff?
Why do some rolling stock have faces and some don't?
I think we asked that in the last one.
Yeah, we did, but it really bothers me. How can some trucks have faces and some don't?
I don't
know. It doesn't make sense.
I don't know.
If the trucks with faces cause the crashes and thousands of dollars in damage, why doesn't the railway just stop using them and use trucks without faces? They're not going to cause any trouble because they're not alive.
You can't ask these sorts of questions. It would break and throw everything off and cause some destruction of the universe. I don't know.
Problem solved.
How do Caroline's eyes work?
Oh, God.
Those are her headlights, right? So, do they turn on and her eyes just glow?
Oh, God.
Creepy.
No.
Terrible character
Stop
design.
it.
Speaking
Stop
of
it.
terrible character
Stop it.
designs and terrible characters
Stop.
in general, what's up with Jeremy? Does he seriously not have a cockpit?
Oh.
So how does his pilot see? Or does he even have a pilot? Who would feel safe riding in him?
Who installed Pinchy onto Diesel 10?
I didn't think about
what
that either.
nutjob thought putting a giant mechanical claw on top of a diesel train was an idea worth investing in?
When Sir Topham Hatt reprimands
Madman.
Diesel 10, what's stopping Diesel 10 from just grabbing Topham and throwing him across the room into a brick wall?
Does Diesel 10 have a driver? If he does,
Because he's Mr. Nice Guy in CGI. Because, everyone changed at that point, and there was really no need to bring Diesel 10 back, but what do I know?
then is it the driver that's operating the claw, not him?
Same question, but about the pack. Do the characters themselves operate their arms, or are there people inside of them? I mean, they have operators and banksmen. Is their job just to stand around and supervise the machines operating themselves at the site?
That's what it seems like, right?
What a bizarre job that is.
Sounds pretty boring, to be honest. Do the engines ever get flies splattered on their faces when they're traveling at super high speeds? Do they ever get them in their eyes? Would it benefit them to wear goggles?
Thomas seems to become infatuated
Maybe.
when he first sees Ashima. Can the engines have intimate feelings towards each other?
Oh,
Can
no.
we please keep the lovey-dovey fanfiction crap out of Thomas the Tank Engine, please?
Yes.
Hey, I was just asking.
Yes. Someone has to say it. Thank you. Thank you so much, Unlucky Tuck. Thank you. Thank you. I do not like that shit in basically anything I like. Especially Thomas. So yes, thank you. Get it out of there. It doesn't belong.
How do the characters that speak through megaphones work? Like, does the voice that comes out of Big Mickey belong to the crane itself? Or from his operator? Or does he even have an operator?
That's not a Thomas question. That's a Tugs question. You can't ask that here.
Oh, come on.
Gonna say-
Everyone's wondered it.
Yeah, but...
You know what? Screw it. I don't care if this is unanswerable Thomas questions. We're going to ask some Tugs questions now, okay? K.
This is what happens when we let the power of running a YouTube channel gets to your
I
head.
said K.
Good day, sir!
Why do some of the Tugs have doors to their heads?
Well, I've never watched Tugs. I've watched Theodore Tugboat, but I haven't actually watched Tugs. But I will try and see if I can blow my brain to this stuff. It's a weird thing to say. Oh god, doors to their heads. That's disturbing.
Who is going in there? Can a person even see out? Are the eyes like one-way mirrors or something?
How do the Tugs attach themselves to barges in the dock without the aid of people? Do their ropes just launch themselves and they hope it sticks to whatever they're throwing it at?
Why do the Tugs have British accents if the show takes place in America?
How did Sea Rogue lose an eye? There must be a really tragic backstory there.
Well, he does have the munitions company logo on his stack. There obviously was a terrible accident where Sea Rogue's family got blown up in a munitions fire, and whilst trying to save them, he
Jeez.
lost his eye. And with his family gone, his uncle took him in and raised him.
That's one thing I did remember. Like, I never really watched Tugs, but I know there was a lot of explosions. I need to watch it at some point.
Huh, that's actually a really good fan theory. Kudos.
Thanks. Why do the Tugs have lifeboats if there's no one in them?
The Tugs offer to tow Izzy for money, but how does Izzy pay for them? Does he have a giant wallet stowed in his head or something?
So does Grampus's face wrap around his entire front? Like, under his chin below the water is the whole front of the submarine flesh? Or does the face end just below the surface?
Where's Lord Stinker's mouth? Is the mouth the hull? Is the garbage
God.
in his mouth?
Oh god.
Oh, Lord.
How?
Gross.
Just how do the Tugs have hair? Where does it grow from? Do they have to wash it? Do they ever need to get haircuts? Do they get lice?
Okay, we're entering very weird territory now. Can we please get back to Thomas? You
Yeah.
know, what everybody clicked on the video for?
All right.
How much of an engine has to be removed before it's considered dead? Scruffy was literally in pieces, but was still alive. Can they only die if the face is destroyed? That sounds like a horror movie kind of thing.
Right? So, if
Yeah.
an engine smoke box, aka the black part where the face is attached, needs to be replaced, how do they remove it without detaching the face?
Didn't we ask this in the last one? Or is that just opening it to clean? I think it was that.
Or is the face removable?
If the engine's faces are removable,
Oh, God.
is the engine still operable without the face?
If the face is removed from the engine, can it still talk?
If you snapped
That would be scary.
James's whistle off, would it be like you breaking his penis?
Wait, what?
A few moments later.
Tug, who is this guy?
He's nobody. Don't worry about him. Hey, get out of here, Vinny.
But I have more questions to ask.
Go away. No one likes you.
But I...
Get out of here.
Out.
Aww.
Out. I have no comment.
Sorry about that. I have no idea how we got in here.
Yeah, well, anyways, what's Stepney's situation? Does he work on Sodor or the Bluebell Railway in England? Is he somehow owned by Sir Topham or an entirely different controller?
Can engines get black eyes? Or nosebleeds? I guess not, since they don't have blood. Or do they?
Who applies Daisy's makeup? Does it have to be washed off and reapplied when it rains?
Now, who made Whiff's glasses? And why does he need them? Did the manufacturer who made his eyes mess up and then they had to correct it?
What?
Now who's this guy?
It's Wooden Railway Reviews, but I don't know how he got it.
Would ice have helped the swelling of James's bee sting?
Huh?
Wait,
Ice?
Enterprising 2? What is happening?
Do engines need to breathe? Most of them don't have nostrils except for Toby for some strange reason, and his don't even go all the way into his face.
Where are you people coming from?
How did the coaches speak in the earlier seasons? They don't have faces, so where are the voices coming?
You know, I always wondered that myself when I was little. I learned to not question things. But now, I'm starting to go crazy with all these questions.
Wait, what?
Why doesn't City of Truro have a face?
I always asked that too. That was one thing that really confused me.
And how does he talk without it?
No, stop!
Why aren't Thomas and Percy scared when they visit the scrapyard and Thomas, Percy, and old slow coach?
Oh.
When people climb aboard Daisy, does she feel them inside of her?
Does an engine not having paint equal to it being naked?
Why does Toby still sleep in the same shed he slept in on his old railway?
How is it possible for humans to lever Duncan onto the rails in rock and roll?
What is the average cost per accident on Sodor?
I just thought he was super light, but now when you think about it, that doesn't make sense.
Who in the right mind would put a set of buffers right in front of a barber shop?
Now that guy was asking for it. I think we can all agree on that. And I don't even think there were buffers. There was just a red sign there. I think.
Does an engine's fire going out result in the engine feeling tired?
If an engine loses its buffer, is it like losing a hand?
How do the engines feel pain? Like in Blue Mountain Mystery, Paxton gets hit by rocks and says, "Ow." Are they sensitive to touch too? If I put my hand on Thomas's buffer, would he feel that? Ew, that's gross.
Tender engines can...
This is getting weird now.
Feel they're tender, so if it's removed, do they still feel it? Does it hurt?
How do Connor and Caitlin's crews get inside their cabs when their doors and windows are clearly painted on?
Wow, that's some great design right there.
Does Farron McCall have a wife or kids, or is he forever alone?
Why do none of Mr. Percival's children look nothing like him or his wife? Are they...
Maybe they're just adopted.
They all adopted?
How can the Coldy Fell engines have a face at each end? Are they constantly looking in two directions?
Can the Coldy Fell engine speak from both faces at once, or is it more like the mayor from Nightmare Before Christmas and how he changes between faces when he speaks?
Since the Coldly Fell engines have a face at their back end that they talk out of, does that mean they're literally speaking out of their ass?
Why does Trevor like children so much?
Oh god.
Why do engines like Duck, Ryan, and Arthur still have the initials of their previous railway painted on them? Shouldn't they have been replaced with NWR by now? Does the Magic Railroad still exist? Does anyone actually use it still?
Is the island of Sodor really toy-sized in Thomas and the Magic Railroad? Does Mr. Conductor become normal-sized when he travels there? Or does he fit in scale with everything?
How on earth?
I always thought it was just naturally smaller and he's in scale, because doesn't he say that it's the only place that's his size? My mind's just shot at this point.
Did Cranky get to Brenham Docks? Was he built there from the ground up?
Does that cruise ship at the back of Brendan ever go anywhere?
How do the engines blush? Their
no.
faces turn red, which indicates blood rushing to the face.
Oh,
Does
God.
this mean they have blood?
In the Railway series story Sir Handel derails himself by pushing the rails apart with his wheels. If he can hyperextend his wheels to do this, then what else can engines hyperextend? How was this even possible?
Do the engine...
No.
Hum their own themes to themselves? Are they even aware that they have themes?
Can an engine have mental problems?
Who manufactures the
Yeah, that's every engine introduced in the Miller era. No, I don't know. Not every engine, but, you know, Billy and... Actually, maybe that's about it. Maybe the CGI era. Oh, yeah, the logging locos. That's a great example.
hats for the tugs? Like, seriously, do they get to choose what kind of hat they wear? And does it affect their personality?
Why not?
Would Top Hat act more like working class if you wore a cloth cap? And would Big Mac act more bourgeoisie if you wore a top hat?
Sure.
How was the Misty Island Railway built?
Oh, I don't want to even know. This place needed to just be nuked.
The three brain-dead American outcasts explain that they caused trouble on the mainland and were banished into the forested wasteland we all know and loathe. It's established that there are no forms of standard 20th century society on the island, just
God,
the logging
no.
locos, which honestly is another question all on its own. The engines are given Sudrian drivers later on, but it's clear that nobody's actually ever lived there, so how was the railway built? Did the mainland pay to construct this unnecessarily large railway prison on an unknown island, just to contain these three terroristic engines who enjoy the pain of others by hurtling construction equipment at unsuspecting victims? They probably had to cut down an immeasurable amount of trees, disturb the tribes of peaceful natives, and ship tons of supplies to an unmapped location shrouded in mist.
Oh god.
Hey, Tug?
Yeah?
I think I know how all these strangers are getting in.
Yeah?
You know the door in the back?
Yeah? Oh, no. Don't tell me you...
Yeah, I think I may have forgotten to lock it.
I was expecting a Misty Island tunnel joke.
Of course you did. You see, Zio, this is why I keep you in the cage.
What cage? What is this cage you keep... You know what? Forget about it. I'm gonna go deal with these intruders. It's morphin' time.
Well, they're getting their ass kicked for asking so many questions.
I think this is probably a good time to end this. Thanks for watching, guys.
That's my mind right there, just blown. Well, where's number 3? I went looking for number 3, and I noticed that there wasn't a number 3. We need number 3. Where's number 3? Hopefully there's a number 3 at some point. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so comment your Thomas questions or your favorite part, or if you have any answers to these things, put all your theories in the comment section below. And that is going to do it for me, guys. Like, subscribe, turn the notification bell on for each and every upload. Twitter, Discord, links to those are in the description below. Become a member by clicking the join button and check out all the cool perks with that. And we'll see you guys next time. Have a great day. Stay safe. Peace out, everybody.